Today we had a great training session with these three lovely ladies. My name is Abbie Appel and I'm a JumpSport master trainer, and I took these three ladies through high intensity training and circuit training in all three planes of motion. So I'm going to go through each of these and let them introduce who they are, where they're from. And the first one we have here is Alexis. So Alexis, tell everybody where you're from.
Hi, I'm Alexis Craig. I'm a fitness trainer with Transformative Fitness in San Francisco.
Good, and next we have...
I'm Shannon Tipton from San Jose, California. I'm a labor and delivery nurse and a CrossFit coach.
And...
Hi, my name's Danielle. I'm with KB Fitness and I'm in San Jose.
So you guys all got to experience a workout today using the JumpSport trampoline. And I know you had an idea of what the JumpSport trampoline is before you came in. What did you think before you came in and you saw this trampoline? I know you've bounced on it a few times. What did you think the workout was going to be like before you did it?
I just kind of thought we were going to bounce. Maybe high intensity bouncing, how high you can bounce.
Yeah.
Maybe some side to side.
Right.
I didn't quite expect the intensity that we got to.
So after we finally did the workout, it was much, much more challenging. I could see you guys breathless.
I expected it to be fun because I like jumping on the trampoline anyway. My experience of trampolines is more like jumping up and doing tricks and expecting it to be so focused and so much about pushing down. That was surprising to me.
Yes, it is. That's one of the big things about bouncing, because there's lots of ways we can bounce on the trampoline. We can bounce where we do more high intensity bouncing, where you are doing those small little bounces. I call them like angry toddler bouncing, but you're bouncing and you're pushing down, and that really takes your heart rate up and increases the intensity. And then you also could do some of those little floaty, soft bounces during the recovery. So it's a great tool for your athletes who might need to recover between workouts with some of those types of bounces. So we were also working in three planes of motion, and I've spoken about this in the workouts, but we've got our three planes of motion. We've got our sagittal plane, a lot of front and back movements. You have your frontal plane, which is called the frontal plane because it cuts the body from the front to the back. And these are more side movements. And then the last plane is the transverse planar movements. And through each plane, they become more challenging. So I took you guys through some of this today where you went from sagittal to frontal to transverse, and did you feel the intensity increase as we went from sagittal into frontal? Did the frontal planar movements increase?
Yes, absolutely.
They did. So what did you feel? Did you feel anything different when we went into frontal planar movements versus sagittal planar movements?
I felt like the outsides of my thighs burning, like fire.
Well, yeah, high intensity. And so when you got into I know you did some of the, Alexis, you did some of the transverse planar movements. I think you did 2 sets of transverse planar movements.
Yeah.
And how did that feel versus doing maybe a sagittal planar movement?
Right, I mean the sagittal just feels really comfortable.
Yeah.
Right, and where the transverse is really challenging.
Right, you have to stabilize a lot more. So yeah, so the trampoline can be utilized for so many different types of training. It's a great modality because it, again, makes our landings a little bit softer, but it's fun too, isn't it?
Totally.
You're having a great time on it, and the workouts go by so quickly. So I'm glad you guys could join us today.
Thank you.
Thanks.